Good luck.
People's attitudes towards trade shocks are also being hardened by the effects of accelerating technological innovation. For example, as my colleague at the bank, Andy Haldane, has explained, up to 15 million of the current jobs in Britain could be automated over time. The fundamental challenge is that alongside its great benefits, every technological revolution mercilessly destroys jobs and livelihoods, and therefore identities, well before new ones emerge.
He was once listed by Time magazine of one of the 25 most influential people in the world.
Today, the combination of open markets and technology amplify the rewards of the superstar and the lucky. So it's a time to be famous or fortunate, but what of the frustrated and the frightened? And it's certainly true, with respect to the last, that uncertainty is very high. As and when the Northern Powerhouse comes together, of course, that will continue to drive. The reason why it doesn't feel like the good old days, the reason why the net is negative, is a consequence of weak productivity. That's why real wages are below the level they were a decade ago. And if that feels strange, it's because it is. This is something that no one alive today in the United Kingdom has ever experienced. The underlying reasons for this 16% shortfall in the UK's productive capacity are poorly understood. What's clear, or at least clear to the bank, is that the influence of monetary policy on productivity is limited.
Which, as normal, will be hosted by Roger.
A lot of people here, and I'm not as...
I said earlier that for free trade to benefit all requires some redistribution. And that includes turning back the tide of stateless corporations. As the Prime Minister recently stressed, companies must be rooted and pay tax somewhere. And that's why the G20's fight against something called base erosion and profit shifting is so important. And it's also why the G20 might consider a minimum tax on reported earnings to be paid by companies, at least somewhere.